let's take a sip before we get into this. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video, period. Before we even get started, sis, make sure that you hit that subscribe button, okay? What you doing? Don't click out this video, baby. So hit that subscribe button, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Basically, as y'all can see by the title, okay, it's another story time, okay? And before we even get started, I told y'all that I had a surprise for the wall, but it's still not here, okay? Fucking, what's going on Amazon? Like, where's my shit? Where's my shit? So yeah, y'all, so hopefully in the next video, I'll have that surprise because, you know, I try to fulfill my promises, even though I didn't fulfill my last lock journey, but we got another one coming up, okay? Like I said, I have a loctician appointment in 2 weeks, sis, but we're not gonna get into that because this ain't that type of video, okay? Okay. So y'all, this is just one of those story times, okay, where you just need a drink. It's one of those story times where you need a drink, okay? This is probably like my first video that I'm ever drinking in. Production, stop. Just stop. I fired you already. Y'all, my dog, Poji, is trying to come in the room. And he was just in the room. And now he's being ungrateful and he want to come back inside. No, production is fired, okay? He's fired. Got me a White Claw, okay? So before we even get to the story, grab you a drink. Y'all seen the title, okay? We need a drink for this one. I need a drink. Okay, come on, baby. Come on. Oh! Fill up, baby. Fill me up. In fact, maybe I should get a wine glass, y'all, to make this more classy. Hold on, wait. Yeah, let me get a wine glass because I need to look like a bad bitch, okay? All right, y'all, so don't judge me because this might look a little ghetto, pouring White Claw in a wine glass. It's like, bitch, you don't got no wine? You don't got nothing at your house? Bitch, I don't at this moment, okay? This is all I can find. Let's take a sip before we get into this. Okay, so I hope y'all have y'all drinks, okay? Now, this story time is going to go back to when I was in college, okay? Like I said, I'm 22, okay? I did drop out of college. So hopefully all this shit pay off, which I believe it will because you gotta speak these things into existence, but that's besides the point, okay? But this is gonna take us back to my college years. I was around 19 when this happened. And honestly, I need a drink, not because of what I did, but more of so what the situation was like. And it's about to take me back into that headspace. Okay, because ladies, like, girl, we know that these niggas be on some shit. Okay, so I'm gonna admit to my part. Yeah, we're gonna admit to what I did. Okay, y'all, so this was back in 2019. I was a freshman in college, okay? This was around my second semester that this happened. My college experience was not the best. A lot of people, they be getting lit in college. Like, I salute you, sis, okay? Have fun for me. For the times I didn't get to have fun, okay? Because my college was like, it was a deserted college. And if you're not like a social person, this college is not for you. Because this college will seclude you and isolate you. If you're like an introvert like me, yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Basically, I met my ex, okay? We're gonna call him, let's call him Tyrone. Okay, his name is gonna be Tyrone because Tyrone sounds like a fuck nigga name, okay? Yeah. So Tyrone and I met my second semester of college. I think he just came to college my second semester and we happened to meet on Snapchat. Don't ask me how this man got my Snapchat, okay? Because we met on Snapchat, I believe the week that we came back from winter break, which is the second semester. So somehow he had my Snapchat and I noticed that he had my Snapchat like a few weeks back, but I didn't pay him no mind because I was like, this is just a random nigga. I didn't know he was going to the same college as me. So red flag, okay. I met this nigga on Snapchat, okay. So we was texting, you know. He was like, hey, what's up? You know, I responded, you know, I'm on friendly vibes, yeah. So I was like, okay, what's up, you know, hey. So he was like, you go to G University? Yeah, whatever. He gonna call my school G University, I don't fucking know. I was like, yeah, why? You know, da-da-da. He was
like, oh, I'm about to start my first semester there, da-da-da.
I was like, okay, cool. I didn't think nothing of it, you guys. Like, I just was like, I was more of trying to make a friend because in college I already didn't get the chance to make a lot of friends. But that second semester, one of my friends from high school, she ended up coming up and she went to the same school as me. So I was like, okay, this semester about to be lit. Like, you know, my first semester was depressing. I really do need to make a story time on my college experience. So just drop down in the comments if you want to hear that, because I'm pretty sure what I went through is probably what somebody else went through. And sis, you're not alone, because my first semester I was depressed. A bitch was depressed. But yeah, so my friend came, you know, I was excited. I was like, okay, you know, maybe this will help to loosen things up, okay? I remember one time he invited me and my friend to go down to his dorm. So I brought my friend with me, okay? Because I wasn't finna go down there alone. He had a roommate, and I guess he probably was trying to put them on or whatever. You know how niggas do. We went down to his dorm, and, you know, it was cool. It was chill. He seemed like a cool person. My first impression of him was I thought he was gay. I'm not gonna lie. Like, my gaydar was going off for some reason. And I don't know what's up with these stories with people being gay. You know, it was cool. We was all hanging out. I was getting friendly vibes. Like, he wasn't even my type when I first seen him. I was like, we can just be friends. Like, in my head, nothing dating-wise was appearing across my head. I just wanted to be friends. But you know, guys have another agenda. We started hanging out a few times with me and my friend, and then those times that we was hanging out turned to just me and him hanging out, and his friend and my friend was not hanging out with us no more. It just became us hanging out alone. So I remember one time, basically how I guess we started dating. It was one time he was hanging out in my room. You know how guys be trying to like do the little leg rub and shit. Well, that's what happened, and then we kissed, okay? I didn't want anything with him, but I guess, you know, I was bored. You know, I was like, okay, well, this is like the only guy giving me attention, because I didn't look that good, okay? I just did the big chop to my hair. I think I was at the biggest that I ever been in college, and yeah, I just wasn't getting no play there, okay? He was like the only guy kind of giving me attention. I'm like, okay, well, I guess, you know, he is feeling me a little bit. I guess I'll just, you know, play around. Like, I just wanted like a little, like, I guess a boy's toy. Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, but you know, what else you want to call it? I knew as soon as we had our first kiss that he was not the one. I knew that from the beginning. I knew that he was not the one, y'all. It was just like, I even told him, like, after we kissed, I was like, honestly, it feels like I'm kissing my brother. And maybe that hurt his feelings, but that's really how I felt. But no, like, you could just tell that's not gonna be the one. And honestly, you know that's not the one when you see him down the street and he's walking up towards you. If you don't feel butterflies and you like, that's my man, yes, bruh, then baby, that's not the one. If you feeling like, ooh, a little skeptical, that's not the one for you, okay, sis? So if you went through that, get out of that relationship now. Don't waste you or that boy's time, okay? And if you're a guy watching this, don't waste that girl's time, okay? Both of y'all need to move on. As we started dating, the relationship became unhealthy because I started isolating myself from my friends. My friend ended up, you know, making friends with her roommates and stuff and dorm mates, and they would invite me places, and then I would say, no, I'm good. I'm hanging out with Tyrone. And that's something I regret until this day, because like, I let this man take up about half of my college years, and I wasn't in college that long, baby, okay? Like, I let him take up like a full semester of my time. A full semester, okay? But we dated for 2 semesters, okay? But we're gonna get into that. Okay, so he took up a full semester of my time and the summer. So it just started getting unhealthy. And you know, it's like when you know, he was cool. Like, I thought he was a cool guy at the time. Like, he was funny, you know, he made me laugh and all that stuff. But I don't know, it's just, I don't know, like I said, it was just a guy giving me attention. And you know, when you're young, you know, you kind of like, you know, you go that way. You know, you may cut off your friends, you may cut off, you know, the ones closest to you. And yeah, it was giving unhealthy, okay? Yeah. He was not good with money. His mom was like a single mom supporting him, you know, trying to pay the bills at her own house and then trying to take care of this grown ass big boy. And it just seems like it wasn't registering in his head to, like, you know, maybe save some of this refund money. Because it wasn't like a Pell Grant or a Hope Scholarship. This was a loan that you had to pay back. This nigga is in debt. His refund checks wasn't no little $800 or $200. No, he had a few thousands. Tell me why this man would blow that shit within a week. And he'll just buy random shit that he didn't need. That's one pet peeve of mine. If you are not good with money, just know you ain't the one for me, baby. You ain't the one. You are not the one, because I'm not gonna be the one sitting up here paying the bills and risking my shit, and I can't get everything that I want, but you can, and then now you're late on shit. No, that's not gonna work for me. So he ended up moving in with me and my family during the summertime because he lived like 2 hours away and he just started a job. Right? So he was one of those people who, when he gets his refund checks, that he will just spend that shit. Like, he'll blow that shit. Okay, that's red flag number one. He would blow that shit. He was not good with money at all. It didn't register in his mind to, like, save this, or, like, you know, let me save this check or something so that I don't have to keep asking my mom for money. Because once he blows that 4K in a week, he's right back asking his mom for money, and that's a pet peeve. Okay, so he ended up getting a job at the movie theater. Okay, he complained about that job. Okay, like, I think all he did was clean up the movie theater. Baby, as a college student, I would not fucking mind. And honestly, the reason why I'm like, I guess that sounds so harsh, is because I worked 2 jobs during college. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's no excuse. So before you get on me, sis, okay, just know I worked 2 jobs and I've not complained. I knew that I didn't want to ask my mom for money. She has her own stuff going on. I'm out here in college. You know, parents help me. You know, don't get it twisted now. But if it's like the little stuff, like if I needed food or something, or gas money, I wanted to make sure that I was able to provide for myself. And I always was the type to make sure that I had something on me. I never wanted to be absolutely broke. And that's kind of what he was. Like I said, I understand college students, a lot of us are broke, okay? But if you have the opportunity to get a refund check or anything, baby, you need to save that. You need to make that shit last for all 4 years. Okay, what are you doing spending that in 1 week? On what? Exactly, sis. See, I need a drink. Because that shit really used to piss me off, you guys, okay? Don't judge me. It's taking me back to an irritated place, okay? That shit used to piss me off, sis. Back to the reason why he moved in with us for that summer is because he started his job at the movie theater and he lived an hour and a half away, okay? Now, he wanted to, you know, try to stack up during the summer or whatever. So I begged my mom to let this man stay. That was like a big jump for me, you know, because it's like, some families do not agree with letting your boyfriend from college move in with y'all and like they don't know him like that. But at the time, I was thankful that my mom allowed him to come over. I begged because I knew his situation, and you know, I was like, damn, like I'm tired of this nigga being broke. Okay, that's what it was. That is what it was. I had to pay for everything, baby. I was sick of that shit. Okay, so yeah, I asked my mom, I was like, can you let this man move in? Because I'm sick of this. Help me, mama, help me. So that's honestly the reason, y'all. Like, I was tired of paying for shit. So if it took anything for this man to get $2 in his pocket, it would help. Because I know if he went home for the summer, he wouldn't have did shit. He would have collected shit. He would have been in the same boat for the next year, okay? My mom agreed for him to move in. And, you know, he was working. He complained about his job. At this time, I was working 2 jobs during the summer. And I was working 2 jobs when school was going. So it's no excuse. Okay? I worked at the LA Fitness and I had work study, okay? On top of classes. So don't do that. Listen, I'm a boss bitch. Me and my family noticed that he was lazy around the house. He did not clean up behind himself. He did not help out with dishes. I think the only thing he tried to do was take out the trash. but it wasn't consistent. It was like, you know, let me take out the trash when everybody's here so it looks like I'm doing something. It was on those vibes. When he used to eat at the table, he never used to wipe his crumbs. Okay, I feel like I was dating a little boy. Bruh. I was 19 at the time, but sis, if you are trying to, you are a female, a woman in your right mind, you do not want no little boy. That was giving little boy vibes, okay? And I was not feeling that, y'all. I think a week before school started, he went back home and he told his job. So, you know, we was able to have a break from each other, because mind you, we used to hang out all the fucking time. Back to school comes, his best friend from his hometown ended up coming to the same college as us. So, you know, I was okay, cool. So let's pause right here. Let's pause on the back to school. Let's elaborate more on when we were spending a lot of time together. We used to hang out all the time, but I would always encourage him to hang out with his roommates, because I'm the type of person where I don't mind like being alone, especially now. Okay, like shit. I don't need friends, baby. I just rather be alone. It's too much going out there. It's too much going on, okay? And I don't need to be up under somebody 24/7. So there was a lot of times where I did encourage him to hang out with his roommate. And a lot of times we'd be like, hey,
you want me to hang out with you? Or like my roommate was about to do such and such, but I can come chill with you. Like,
go hang out with your roommate. Like, that's fine with me. Like, shit, I'm not pressed, okay? I'm not pressed. One thing about me is that I can be clingy, but I'm a good clingy. I'm the clingy type where I want you to know that I want you to hang out with me, but I'm not gonna be the type of girlfriend that's gonna be like,
no, please come stay with me. Like, no, like, hang out with me. You don't need to hang out with your friends.
I'm not like that. Okay, if you wanna do your own thing, baby, do your own thing. Okay, if I don't have nobody to hang out with, baby, I will find something to do. Okay, shit, a bitch like to shop. I like to do shit, okay? Around this time, he knew that I was going through a lot of anxiety, and that's what I mean by I need to tell this college story, because I had a lot of anxiety. I had a little bit of social anxiety, and I was going through depression a lot. He already knew all of this, and sometimes we would get into arguments or bring up something to trigger. Like, he'll throw back my situation that I'm going through that he knows that would trigger me. If we're in an argument, he'll like throw that at me. And that's also how I knew that nigga was not the one, because if you know I'm going through some mental health issues, if you want to call it that, like, you know, anxiety and shit, why would you bring that up in an argument to a person that you claim to love? Okay, like, I wouldn't bring it up to nobody. If I tell you that shit, that's some sentimental shit. But if you're gonna bring that shit back up in an argument, baby, no. Let's go ahead and get back to the back to school segment, okay? So his best friend ended up coming to the college with us, and around he was distant. Like, my ex was distant as fuck. Tyrone was distant, okay? Mind you, we lived in the same building, okay? The semester before, he lived in a whole nother building, and we would actually have to walk. Like, it was a good, like, 7-minute walk to get to his building. And before, he used to wait outside for me whenever I used to come home from work, because mind you, I would come home late as fuck. I used to work at LA Fitness. He used to like wait outside for me and stuff, and all that shit stopped the second semester. And I'm on the college campus, a lot of shit happens. You not gonna like, you know, I be coming home late as fuck, like 12 o'clock, and shit be happening, right? And you're just gonna like, I don't know, y'all. It's like, if you're a guy and you're doing all this nice stuff at the beginning, it's like you gotta keep doing that. Like, it turned to him asking me when am I going to the lunchroom, to him just not going with me at all, not asking, or he'll go with his friends, or I'll ask and then he won't respond, but he'll be in the lunchroom with his friends. Around this time, I started hanging out with my friends more. I ended up meeting a few more friends my second year of college, first semester, sophomore year. Yeah, so it was fun because a part of me didn't care, but I did care, but I didn't, because I started meeting more friends my sophomore year of college. But I did notice that he was being way more distant, okay? Especially that his best friend came and shit. And this is a best friend that he grew up with, okay? His excuse would be like,
I haven't seen him in a while.
Nigga, you haven't seen him for like 4 months. Are you serious? Are you serious? And this nigga is with you now. Like, y'all are in the same dorm. Like, Why do you need to be all up on his ass 24/7? Okay, now this is when the gay vibes come in, okay? I'm sorry. This is when my gaydar starts going on. He lived right downstairs from me, like on the building is split into like an L shape. Like there'll be like different wings, I guess if you want to say that. He was on the same wing, so all I had to do was take the elevator, go right downstairs. 2 floors down from me, y'all. One red flag that I remember is when he told me that he got drunk one night. Now, this man has never got drunk in his life.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Okay, he has never got drunk in his life. But when he told me, yeah, like I had a drunk night, I went up to such and such dorm, and then I found out where the dorm was. This dorm was right across from me, y'all. So he went to an all-girls dorm. He got drunk with them. That's a red flag right there, okay? So him and his roommates went to a dorm that he knew was right across from mine. That's a red flag, okay? The nigga is trying to avoid you, okay? He was trying to avoid me. And that's okay, sis, but don't waste my time. Like, let me know if you don't want to be with me. Like, we could cut this shit off now, okay? So it came from us not seeing each other like that to just us only texting, okay? Mind you, he stayed downstairs from me. We just used to text. That was our only communication, was texting. And honestly, our other only communication is if he wanted some cutting, okay? Now, the 22-year-old me now, you're not getting shit from me. Now, if that shit happens now, bruh, or in the future, you're not getting shit, okay? In fact, I might cut that shit off because I value my time so much more now, you guys. Like, if you were in a relationship with a man and the only time that y'all see each other is when y'all have sex or he wants something from you, girl, that's a big red flag. All right, now let's get into the juicy shit. Okay, so y'all can kind of see a little bit of why I did what I did, okay? So me and my friends, we used to hang out a lot and we started developing like this drinking group. It was me and my 2 best friends and like 2 other guys. And whoever else wanted to come, you can come and you can drink with us, okay? Because my sophomore year of college is like the first time where I discovered getting drunk, getting shit-faced, okay? Like, we had some good-ass times. Like, a lot of times, it was some really good-ass times, okay? One of our guy friends had a liking to me, I guess. And honestly, around this time, like I said, it was whoever was giving me attention at the time.
Bruh.
I'm not that type of girl that y'all think I am. I'm really not. I'm not. But I have a lot of respect for myself, so don't do that, sis. But I know where I messed up when I was younger, okay? So don't judge me in the comments, please. Okay, we all have our little secrets. We all got the skeletons in the closet. Hey, Halloween about to be around, like, baby, let the skeletons come out, baby. I had a friend who was taking a liking to me, okay? We got drunk a few times and we kissed on those times. Okay, we finagled, okay? We didn't have sex, okay? So don't go there, okay? But we did kiss a few times. You know, honestly, I was in my sophomore year. I done wasted half of my freshman year on Tyrone, okay? And at this point, I just wanted to have fun. Like, in my head, I was thinking, listen, if I'm not getting relationship vibes, if I'm not like getting that shit on my end, and we're supposed to be in a relationship, but I just need to have fun. Because honestly, I tried to break up with him once and then he tried to play the victim card. I tried to break up with him. He played the victim card and I was like, fuck, shit. You know how niggas be like, oh, so you gonna leave me too? You gonna leave me like these other bitches did? Da 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 da. Don't fall for that, sis. Do not fall for it. That is a manipulation mechanism. I tried to end it before I did something, okay? Because I was being tested. There's actually more. There's more. Yeah. So what really pushed me to cheat, it was this one night, me and my girls was hanging out, okay? We was in one of my friends' dorm room and we was all on our phones, okay? So one of my friends was like, they gasped. They was like, looking at their phone and shit. They was like, Bree, I got some news to tell you. Tell me why my friend sees Tyrone on Tinder. Let's drink to that real quick, okay? Get your drink, because it's getting juicy. It's getting juicy, sis. Tyrone is on Tinder, okay? I forgot to tell y'all, Tyrone also makes music, okay? So, and you know, his bio didn't have anything in it, okay? My friend screenshotted that shit, okay? And she sent that to me so I could send it to him. So I sent that shit to him, right? I was like, oh, so you're on Tinder now? He was like,
Nah, I'm on Tinder to promote my music, da 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 da.
okay. 20 minutes after I told him that shit, my other friend who was in the room is on Tinder, comes across his picture, right? She's like, bro, he's still on here. But tell me why the bio changes. He put in his bio that he's on here to make music, right? She screenshotted that, sent that to me, okay? Yeah. I sent that shit to him. I said, okay, so you just added your bio to say that you make music, right? He's like,
It's not even like that. I'm trying to promote. I'm trying to like meet more people.
you don't go on Tinder. That's what Instagram is for. That is what Snapchat and Instagram is for. Why the fuck are you on a dating app to promote your music? No, that was a big red flag. And honestly, sis, that's one of the reasons. There it is. That's my reason. Come on, girl. You cannot tell me that this nigga did not cheat. He was on there looking for some pussy. And what makes it worse is that my other friend who was in the room, right? She happened to go on Tinder again, right? She sees his picture and he takes the bio out. So to add it up, okay, when we first saw his picture on Tinder, he didn't have a bio, okay? His bio didn't say nothing about music. The second time we seen him, he added the bio after he was caught to make it look like he was on there for music. Then, when he thought the coast was clear, he took that shit out. That's a big... Let me drink, because I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that shit now. Hold on. Sis, this nigga thought I was stupid. He thought I was fucking stupid. What the hell? I also forgot to add, y'all, that one time we was out at the movies and he was texting a whole nother female, and when I asked about it, he deleted the messages. And there was also another time where he was texting a female on Snapchat and he deleted the messages when I asked, who are you texting? So yeah, obviously the nigga thought I was stupid, so that's why I did what I did. Okay. This nigga thought I had a 1.0 GPA, a negative 0.5 GPA, bitch. I'm sorry. This story is it's releasing a lot of anger, y'all. Whew. I think this is like a therapy session for me, honestly. I don't feel bad. I don't. And, you know, I'm the type of person where I feel a lot of empathy and I feel a lot of sympathy, and like, I'm very emotional. I'm a Pisces. I'm going to feel bad if I did something. It's going to be on my mind. It's going to be on my conscience. But even when I kissed him, I was still dating a nigga, right? I was still dating. I didn't have sex with the guy that I kissed. We didn't do anything. But I didn't even bother to tell Tyrone because honestly, the relationship was over for me. Like when that semester started, he started acting different. He started acting brand new when his friends was there. It was giving, I don't give a fuck. And to this day, he still don't know that a bitch cheated on him. Okay. Or maybe he does. Maybe he had his suspicions because we would go to our friends' dorms whom were guys. We would be over there, but we wouldn't be doing shit. But I think one time he addressed it to me and was like, I don't like when you going over there. Well, nigga, I didn't like when you didn't tell me that you went over to that all-girls dorm that was right across the fucking hall from me. It was right across from me. The fuck? Hypocrites. We are on winter break, okay? So for college students, that break is like a month. So me and him, we're texting here and there. We're not texting as much as we used to. And I was used to that shit. I was like, shit, bug it, shit. A bitch single, okay? I'm mentally single. And I remember one time I was going to the store and me and my ex had Life 360, okay? Look, if you don't have Life 360, baby, for your loved ones, go get it, because this world is crazy, okay? Mind you, he's the one who introduced me to Life 360. I did not even know you could track somebody on a fucking app. I mean, I knew there was some tracking shits in our phone, but I didn't know you could actually see, you know, around, I didn't know they had something like that around this time. So he's the one who introduced that to me. And when we first met, I think about maybe a month or two in, he just wanted to make sure I was safe. It was around the time where he gave a fuck, okay? So one time I went to the store, and I went to the store with my mom, and me and my mom has Life 360. She was taking long as hell in the store, okay? This is around the time where I hated going to the store with my mom, and I would just be in the car. But now a bitch like to go in, me and her be shopping together, okay? Yeah, so I look on the app, you know, I'm looking on the app, but it pulls up his part. Because on Life 360, you can have different groups to, you know, where you can locate different, you know, you don't have to be in the same group with all the people that you are locating or whatever. So me and my mom had a separate group. Me and my ex had a separate group. So it pulled up on his, but you know, it pulled up on his, okay? And I noticed that his little icon wasn't there. Now, when your icon is there, that means that you're still in the group. If it's not there, it means that you left. So this nigga wasn't in the group, okay? His icon was not there. His ugly ass picture was not there. And I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. Like, why would you turn off your location if you're at home? It's a little weird, but I wasn't trying to clock him because I'm not the type of person to be looking at that shit all the time. I'm only looking to see where you at if it's an emergency or something, to make sure you straight. So I was on the app originally to see if my mom was about to come out the store, and it just so happened to pull up on there, and his icon was not there. Okay, I texted him. I was like, why'd you turn off your location? He was like, oh, I'm just at home for the whole break. You know, I don't have a car. I'm gonna just be at home. Where am I finna go? Nigga, baby, let me tell you something. If you have a whole girlfriend who has a car and you know that I be driving, I go to work, I do shit, I be running errands, like, I'm out. I'm still driving. I'm still at you, okay? I'm not at the house the whole month, okay? Why wouldn't you just keep the app to make sure that I'm safe? That's my logic, okay? Woo! Why wouldn't you just keep the app just to make sure that I'm good, that nothing happened to me? Because if you didn't hear nothing from me for a few days or maybe the whole break, you would be wishing that you had that fucking app, okay? Because once you leave the group, you left the group. Like, you can't get back in. Somebody has to add you back to that group. So me and him had a big argument about that. It's like, bro, like, you really don't give a fuck. You really don't. You don't care about my well-being at this point. It's like, I'm not feeling like you're a protector, okay? You're not protecting. It was not giving protection, okay? It was giving, I don't give a fuck where this bitch is at. Honestly, that's just it. That's how I felt, okay? So we had a big argument about that. I think these are one of the arguments where he started bringing up my mental health issues that I had in college, okay? My anxiety, you know, all of this stuff, bringing all of that up in the conversation, and, you know, and it really hurt my feelings. And I remember one of our arguments, I knew that I didn't want to be with him at all. Like, I mean, I knew this before, but I think that last argument we had, it was just like, fuck this shit. Like, at that point, I had a little bit of hatred towards him because he did bring up the issues that I was facing at that time, and he used that against me in an argument, and I didn't appreciate that, sis. I really didn't. Okay, you don't want to get on my bad side, because I'm the nicest person that you can meet, but once you start doing all that shit that I would never do to you, it's done. It's done. Fast forward, we go back to school. I remember one day I was just in a parking lot waiting for my mom at the store again. And I was, for a few days, I was contemplating on just ending it, period. Like, I just did not want to be in that relationship at all. Like, I wasn't feeling it. My friends was telling me, like, girl, like, you deserve better. Like, they seen what was going on. Like, you barely seen that nigga. And if my own friends don't see you and I have witnesses, that ain't good, baby. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, because they knew the situation. They knew that it was major red flags, and they knew that I was holding on to something that wasn't there. You know how when you want to send a text and you stop yourself from sending that text because you don't want to, like, you haven't written it in the box, in the text box, saying I want to break up, or you had that text ready. Like, that's how I was. And one day I just sent the text. I was like, I don't want to be in this. Like, this isn't gonna work. You obviously, you're not gonna change your ways. He already knew what it was. Okay, like, he didn't give me no attention. He started acting different around his friends. We don't do anything. The only time we see each other is when you want something. I feel that I was in a emotionally manipulated relationship. A lot of times he would manipulate me, like, either whether it was to buy him something, or like, I just feel like I was that person. Like, I was the girlfriend who had the car. You know, if he needed to go somewhere, he'll ask me to do that shit. When I needed to do stuff, like when I wanted to go to the gynecologist to get a checkup, that's a little TMI, but shit, let's talk some real shit. He didn't want to go with me. My friend ended up going with me. That's TMI, right? It is, but it's like, honestly, sis, if you are in college, whatever age you are, and you just need to hear this, leave him. If you were thinking about cheating on the guy that you're in a relationship with, female, your relationship, whatever, if you're thinking about cheating on your significant other, baby, I just feel like it's not for you. It's not for you. If you're thinking about stepping out of the relationship, that person is not for you. But anyway, y'all, drop down in the comments. Was I right? Was I wrong? Maybe it wasn't the right approach. Drop it down in the comments if you experienced something like that too. If you're going through something like that, DM me on Instagram or drop it in the comments if you're comfortable. And let's talk about it. Like, sis, like, now the mindset that I am in now, I am a queen. Okay, I'm a melanated queen. Okay, I have a lot of respect for myself right now. I would never let no man make me feel some type of way at all, and you shouldn't either, sis. Let me know if y'all enjoyed this story time. Let me know if y'all want me to spill more tea, okay? Because like I said, I have a lot of tea to spill. This is just one of my experiences. I'm not throwing shade at nobody. I'm so surprised I have like half of this glass left, y'all. Wait, I thought I would have just downed this shit. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Okay, sis, and I will see y'all in the next video. All right.